right, Mexican Road Show supporters. Well, as you know by now, world-renowned race baiter extraordinaire Joy Reid, she is without a gig over at MSNBC, right? That's right, they canceled the readout. My goodness. It seems there is, in fact, a limit on how much you can call white people racist, how much hate you can levy towards one individual ethnicity or race. That does, in fact, exist at MSNBC. Who knew? Who knew? But they got new people over there calling the shots at MSNBC, and her ratings, Joy Reid's ratings, has been going down the tube steak, so to speak. And, well, Joy Reid is leaving MSNBC now. That has been announced, but that's not the most glorious part about that, and we will get to that after I tell you what's going on with this now canceled show, and she is out. My goodness. Oh, I got to tell you, them salty tears are awfully tasty indeed. They are, and we'll get to those tears in a minute. Joy Reid is leaving MSNBC, the network's new president announced in a memo to staff on Monday, marking an end to the political analyst and anchor's primetime news show. Question is she going to CNN? You just got to wonder, because as bad as her ratings had turned out to be, they would be like gargantuan compared to CNN ratings right now. Reid's namesake show, The Readout, and or the I Hate White People show, has been a fixture of MSNBC's evening programming since 2020. In the hour-long newscast, can you call it that? News? Actual news? This is the AP. Held at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Reid conducts extensive interviews with politicians, other newsmakers. Quote, Joy Reid is leaving the network, and we thank her for her countless contributions over the years. MSNBC President Rebecca Cutler wrote Monday, her work has been recognized with several esteemed honors, including most recently the 2025 NAACP Image Award for Outstanding News Series. In the coming weeks, Cutler added rotating anchors will host Reid's Hour. So they got no idea exactly what they're going to do. That's the list of hosts. I don't know, name one of these mother effers. Simone Sanders, I believe, is like a lighter version of said previous race baiter. So this has come out. Oh my God. I mean, seriously, here we are. We've got Joy Reid having a complete breakdown. Look, people like this have done so much damn damage to this country. It is unreal. It's unbelievable. All right? And I will tell you where this has really done damage. She has really done damage. If I'm going to keep it real here, it's the influence this bitch has on black women. I mean, honestly. I was watching an interview, or not an interview, it was a new award show or something, and Kamala Harris was speaking, and all these black women was in the audience. They're mesmerized. They hung on every word of Kamala Harris. And I'm just like, I can't say that there's any other I may be wrong, but I can't say that there's any other one specific demographic that is more influenced by the progressive left. And I don't understand it. It's sad. It really is. Because while everybody else is figuring it out, a lot of black women just haven't. A lot of black men have. But that's still Trump's worst demographic with pulling voters. So check this out. Joy Reid bawling her eyes out and just having a complete meltdown on camera.
My show had value, and that that what I was doing had value. And in the end, I try not to cry on TV. And this is kind of like me on TV, so I apologize. And that it mattered. I see Karen is there, and she's been texting me as well. And so what I will just say is that in the end, thank you. Where I land is that the moment of guilt that I felt, that I went hard on so many issues, whether it was the Black Lives Matter issues of a young baby or a mom or a dad that was killed, or when we opened up people's eyes to the fact that Asian Americans were being targeted and not just Black folks, that or went hard for immigrants who've done nothing but come to this country like my parents did and try to make a life and defended them. Or whether we've talked about what the president is doing that is subversive to the Constitution, that is injurious to our liberty, defending books that people find inconvenient, that Nicole Hannah-Jones put into our spirit, that we need to understand 1619 as the real founding of this country, whether it's talking about any of these issues, and yes, whether it's talking about Gaza and the fact that we as the American people have a right to object, to little babies being bombed. And where I come down on that is I'm not sorry. I am not sorry that I stood up for those things, because those things are of God. And I'm a church girl too, and those are the things that I was taught were of God. And so I'm not sorry. I'm just proud of my show. My show had
Okay, so another fake going Christian. Is that what we're doing here? Gotcha. Another false Christian, right? My man, I'm going to tell you, a lot of churches have been poisoned by the progressive politics in this country, no doubt, especially the Black church. It's a sad sight to see. So, proud Americans, as you can imagine, weighed in on this. Yes, they did. And in fact, no sympathy for this race baiter. Oh, absolutely nothing. Nothing for me. Nothing to see here at all. Apparently, it didn't have value because she was fired. Yeah. The joy is over. My boy, D-Day Cobra 199 checking in right here. The leader, Jeremy Prime. Here's your binky. Shh. That's right. It's okay. Joy, it's okay. Yeah, it'll be okay. Inject those tears right into my veins. That's really good. That's really damn good. Inject them right into my veins. God, why didn't I think of that? Race baiting does not pay off. Oh, yeah, she literally robbed that network for years. I love seeing liberals cry. Well, you look around, you're seeing a lot of them bitches crying right now. You do. They're bawling their little old pea-picking eyes out. They are. Joy Reid crying over her canceled show like it was the last beacon of truth on TV. Joy, the only value it had was reminding us daily why MSNBC's a joke. Maybe The View has an opening. Oh, Lord. Can you imagine? Typical liberal. She thinks she had value, but the rest of the world disagreed. That's right. That's right. My goodness, this is so good. I mean, it's really hilarious. Wow. Wow. Her show had zero value. All it did was pit people against each other and spread racism. Absolutely. Absolutely. She had a DEI deep state show that was riddled with lies and racism. We flavored our popcorn with salty tears. But what this does tell you is a lot of people did figure out her shtick, right? And that she was full of crap, and that she was hateful and racist and divisive and all these other things. Otherwise, her ratings wouldn't have dropped the way they have. Well, sorry, not sorry. You get out there, you spread bullshit. Eventually, the man's going to come calling and turn in your microphone. Tell me what you think, Matrixx and Rhodes show supporters. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.